Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. I'm Orion. We are back with some more Tower of Babel Survivors of Chaos. I am going to try to beat the final level today. Spoiler, I have already cleared it. I'm actually pretty strong right now. Like, I feel like I have a relatively powerful character. Does that mean I'm able to beat this every single time? No, it does not. The last level is still pretty rough, and the boss fight, the final boss fight, is kind of has a little bit of BS tactics where he can drop some red circles under you and basically kill you. And if you're not, I mean, you barely have time to react to move out of it, but we'll see. Let's go over some of the gear real quick. So I have intelligence, strength, all damage on this guy. I have a really strong heart of fire here with 49 weapon power, and then we have I buffed this up a bit, so now this has, like, if we look under the base damage right there, we have 82.4 weapon power with a total of about 70 DPS. This does have fire critical hit chance, which I honestly don't care about, but this was the highest power weapon I have found so far, and it is a blessing level 10, so it's pretty much the highest stuff I can get right now. I have a strength, intelligence, critical hit chance here. We have life regen, armor, and then we get a little bit of extra movement speed and evasion when we're below life. We get some dexterity and intelligence here and an extra skill band. With this one, I have chance to restore life. We have a lot of intelligence, 13 intelligence, 70 life, a lot of armor on this one. Then we have some more life, really good armor item here again. This one's a big boy. This one has decent attack power, and I know this one is only a blessing level 4, so this one is kind of low, but it does have an incredibly useful legendary stat where we're going to get a 25% basic attack critical hit chance, which is incredibly good. And then this one right here is going to give me 30% basic attack speed. Great. But this one's also really good too, because we get some crit chance, we have some really hard armor, we have projectile count, and it has vitality too. And then for the last one over here, we're going to be looking at 5% damage for every skill above level 6. So we get a little bit of, like, extra power here. This item is definitely probably my weaker though. One of my weaker items. Some of these I definitely need to replace, but for now we're pretty strong. We're looking at attack power 276, 669 armor, and then 632 life. So pretty good. Let's jump into this. We'll go to floor 12. So what we're gonna do here for this run is I'm going to kind of pick light skills. I found that, like, a light build has worked out really well for me. So we're going to go Purge and we're going to go Sanctuary. Those are going to be, ooh. I mean, I could do this too, because I'm really only looking for, like, 2 particular abilities though. Everything else is kind of whatever. But I'll take a level 4 right there. Okay, we're going to Bless basic attack. I have the 25% crit, I have the 30% attack speed. So basic attack's gonna be the main one here. Basic attack in this game is usually just super strong. Oh wow, we're getting really good picks right away. Okay, so all of a sudden we have, just like that, we have a level 5 basic attack. That's a great start. Okay, Ice Spikes is probably a no. Ice Orb is maybe a yes, but I don't know if I want to take one of these yet. I wish I would have seen, like, a passive upgrade, because I would have preferred just taking that. Let's go Ice Orb. I just don't want to fill up my skill slots until we get what we want. Ice Orb's a good one though. Oh my goodness, 7 now. Okay, so let's go with that. I mean, if we can get this to level 15 right away, that's going to carry us to the end. Okay, so we'll go cast speed here, or attack speed. Let's do cast speed though. I like having maybe, like, one ice ability like Ice Orb, and then I like having Sanctuary. Sanctuary has been really good Because especially on this level, I've really enjoyed it because this one has a lot of kind of quite a few waves where you're gonna get swarmed, and it makes it so much easier to okay. This is a tough decision because trust me, I really want that crit hit chance, but I'm gonna take Purge so I get it locked up. Okay, we'll do more Ice Orb. Once we get Sanctuary, then I'm not super concerned with what the last one is going to be, what the last couples. Okay, I'll do the crit chance here, 14% extra. We're not going to do Earth Spike. I'm mainly going to be looking for things like, outside of Sanctuary, I like Swamp of the Dead for the slow. Meteor's not bad. I'm not going to take any of these yet, though. Let's go with more crit hit chance. I'm okay with like Phoenix. Phoenix is pretty good. Daggers. Daggers is one of the best spells in the game. Okay, Gold Gain. We're not going to do Gold Gain at all this run. We're not going to do Gold Gain. We're not going to do Magic Find. So let's go with the basic attack. So just like that, level 9 basic attack. I am going to try to get a couple resurrections too, because again, that last boss fight... The last boss fight just feels like total BS sometimes. Unless you have, like, really good movement speed. I'm not a fan of some of the mechanics in the game where, like, people can drop things under your feet, and then there's no dashing in the game. Dashing is not a thing in this game, other than if you're playing the, you know, the Brawler, his special attack is a dash. But yeah, that's it. Nobody else gets a dash, so it sucks. Okay, so I'm not gonna go basic attack again. We'll go Purge. Duration's not bad either, but let's keep going Purge. You can see we're hitting for like 2,500 or more. Okay, I'm gonna do the XP gain. Blood Whirlwind is nice, but it's not gonna be like a staple of this build, so I don't need to level it up too much. I really only picked it because we got a high level one, and I don't really know if I need the life regen or not. I probably don't, because I already have some decent life steal when like a 3% chance on hit to regenerate life. And then some of my extra items have life regeneration too. Okay, let's do special attack here. So I can ban Gold Gain. I'm gonna ban Earth Spike just so we can get like a slightly higher probability of Sanctuary showing up. Because I do want to level up Sanctuary a little bit. Between that and Purge, those are really the only two ones I care about leveling up. Because my basic attack is going to be the killer, like the mob killer. Sanctuary is going to be sort of my defensive stat to my defensive ability to kind of keep enemies off me. And then Purge is going to be my boss killer. So that's really it. Everything else is just going to be there for like either supplemental CC or some supplemental DPS. So yeah, we just want Purge and Sanctuary. So I want to see Sanctuary as quickly as possible. So there it is. When Purge shows up, I may or may not bless it. It depends, because I would rather do the all power one, the one that gives you 10% damage, all damage. I would prefer to bless that one. So if I could do basic attack and then the all power or all damage, I think that would be great. Okay, for this one, we'll do special attack. So we'll do a couple runs here. Whether we win or lose, we'll do a couple runs. If we get this build, like, and just absolutely destroy it, we'll maybe try some other things. Try, like, some different abilities or something. Not do an all, like, basic attack build. But Sanctuary is nice because it has like this sort of pushback effect. And it's really helpful for some parts of this game. Between the pushback and my... Okay, we'll do... Okay, I'm just gonna... No. Because I have... Okay, I have Purge and I have Sanctuary. So we can take Heaven's Judgment. I have my 2 spells, so I might as well just lock in the spells so they don't keep showing up. Let's go basic attack. That way I can get my 6 skills locked in and I can just level up the ones that I feel like I want to. Okay, let's go. We're gonna go with Purge. Again, I'm not really gonna do these other spells too much. I'm just gonna keep doing the Purge and Sanctuary and then my basic attack stuff. Okay, let's go Sanctuary. Sanctuary is going to be just as important. Sanctuary is not going to be my boss killer, but it is going to be my, not necessarily mob killer, but my mob protection. And I like having better knockback strength. I like having a bigger area. Okay, we could do duration here. If we get enough duration and casting speed, we can get Sanctuary basically out infinitely. It doesn't really have that long of a cooldown anyways, so it doesn't really take too long. But if we get enough of it, it can, you know, it'll only be out for like a half second and then it'll pop back up right away. Okay, I'm gonna go Pierce. So I will take a bunch of picks that are gonna buff up my main weapon. Okay, we could do, well, we'll do basic attack. Projectile count is pretty good too, though. I do really want to see that all power, though. The fact that we haven't seen it yet is a little bit of a bummer. Okay, we'll do Purge. Okay, for this one, we'll do movement speed. Because again, the movement speed, it'll be nice. Because the boss has some mechanics where he can charge at you, he shoots some fireballs at you, and then, but the hardest one to avoid is where he puts the red circles, because he puts a lot of them. He puts a lot of them on the ground, and it's almost impossible. It feels like it's almost impossible to avoid unless you're just happen to be moving in the right direction, like where there's not a red circle under your feet. Because he'll cast a lot of them, like 8 or 10 of them, and if you get stuck in a bad spot, you know you're dead. Doesn't matter, you're dead. So that's why I want to get like a couple resurrections if it shows up. Let's do duration again. But we haven't seen any resurrections, and we haven't seen any, no resurrections, no all damage yet. And I still have my 1 blessing, because I want to save it for the all damage. Okay, let's do basic attack. We almost have a level 15 basic attack already. That's a really good start. You know, it's one of those things where you can't get everything. You know, it's hard to get everything you need for like a perfect run, but getting that high of a basic attack already is really nice. Once we get that to level 15, you know, that won't show up though on our skills anymore. So that'll give us better odds of other things showing up. All right, we'll go attack speed here. I'm kind of surprised that hasn't been showing up. Okay, I'm gonna... No, I'm not gonna ban any... Okay, we could ban evade. I'm just gonna ban evade. Let's do special attack. I mean, evade's still like a good ability to have, but I mean, I really want to see... Like, I just want to get better odds here of seeing my all damage. This level 15 basic attack, though, is definitely going to be carrying us right now. Okay, we could do range. We're pretty much crushing everything, though, that comes at us. There is a point, though, I don't know exactly the time. Maybe, like, the next big wave, where the guys with the big ol' hammers come at you. Okay, we'll do the Heaven's Judgment. Like the big ol' hammers with spikes on it, or maces. Clubs is the word I'm looking for. Yeah, this is the part where I usually like, this is where I like to have Sanctuary like pretty strong. Okay, we'll go, okay, so there's our level 15 basic attack. So you can see we handle that pretty well. That's a tough one though. Like, that's if you're not, okay, there's resurrection. There's at least one, thank you. If you're like at the point where you're just jumping into this level and you know you think you're doing okay, like that's the real, like that's gonna be the true test to see if you're really ready for this level or not. Once those guys with the clubs come in, because I struggled with that part. That was the part that I had like the hardest time with. But once I got powerful enough, once I started using Sanctuary, I really actually didn't need Sanctuary here because I am like pretty OP at this moment. But it does help. Okay, let's go cast speed. And this is without all damage too. So we only have to go to 5 minutes. Oh, there it is. Okay, so let's... Ooh, I almost... Let's bless attack power. So increases all damage dealt. So that's the big boy. Hopefully we can get like 3 or 4 of these here before we get to the boss. I could use more Purge too. I feel like Purge is severely under level at the moment. Okay, we'll go Sanctuary. Let's do casting. Okay, I will take another Resurrect, especially since none of these are really that great. The range is fine, but I mean, I think I'm fine with that first range upgrade I got, because you can see my spell kind of like, it goes through How far does it go? I guess it depends how many enemies it pierces, but if it doesn't pierce through them, it kind of goes through the whole screen. Which is plenty. Because I just need to make sure that I'm kind of able to hit the boss if I'm somewhat far away from him. These crows are so annoying. Okay, we'll go more purge. So we only have 3 minutes left here. At this point too, I may or may not start another character. I don't know. I don't know how much interest I have in like grinding another class when they really feel the same. So what I might do is I might just do like legendary hunting and try to just like find some cool like legendary builds we can do for a little bit. I might kind of try to do that next. Like that might be the next focus here. Because again, I don't know if I want to like start over with another character and just grind through all, like getting because then I have to grind this character to grind gold and then just save all my gold and then spend all the gold on the other character and get all the blessing levels up with them. Like I know I have gear that I can put on the character, like I've been saving a lot of my legendary gear and things like that, but I don't know, like I don't know if I have it in me to do it. Like I'm more interested in grinding for legendaries at this point. And then just trying to do like, because I do have a bunch saved up. Like I want to do, like let's try an all light build, an all dark build, physical build. There's a lot of cool legendaries in this game, and I want to try to do builds with those. Okay, we'll do the crit hit chance. I don't think we've gotten one legendary this run. Okay, I'm gonna re-roll this. Oh, come on, Sanctuary. Like, that's not the one I want. I don't need Sanctuary anymore. I shouldn't have even picked it, to be honest. Because there's only a minute left till the boss shows up, and Sanctuary doesn't help with the boss at all. Okay, let's re-roll this again. Bummer, man. I'm looking for Purge. Purge is what I'm looking for. Because I'm really, like, I'm just going to kind of play it safe against the boss to kind of ensure that we get our win. And then I'm just going to kind of let my spells and my main attack do, like, all the work here. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. So that at least gets us a little extra purge. Okay, so boss is going to show up here. And let's see how we do. Again, I'm just going to kind of circle around. I'm going to let purge and my basic attack do what it needs to do. And then when he does his red fire bullshit, I'll hope I don't die. Okay, we'll do projectile count. So that was lucky. That was actually pretty lucky. He didn't do any of them right under me. But that's the spell I'm talking about. Like if he does that and you get caught under it like in a bad spot, you're screwed. See, so if he hits me with the red fire, I may or may not die here. Yep, see right there. Oh, that was close. Because there's like nothing I could do about that. It feels like there's nothing I could do about that. It's just luck. So there we go. Absolutely dominated 412. Just absolutely crushed it. That was that was the easiest run I've had clearing floor 12 that I've had in this game. So in terms of DPS, wow, that was what, Heaven's Fall or Heaven's something that actually did the most DPS here, 2500. Sanctuary's not going to do a lot of damage, especially. I feel like I didn't need Sanctuary this run. I'm not sure what changed between my last run and this run, but Sanctuary was much more helpful. I think I could probably go without Sanctuary going forward, but it also helped that I got this up to level 15 super quick. Yeah, Daggers is obviously really good, level 3, and it did 1800. Purge is fine because we use that for the bosses. We don't use that for the mobs. And then everything else here, sure, okay. We only got 2 legendaries. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, so we got Dragon's Breath. This is I mean, this one's gonna be a no. These gloves, I'm probably not. I don't know if I'm ever replacing these gloves unless. I mean, that does seem kind of cool. Like, I'm obviously going to save all these. And this is kind of what I'm talking about. Like, if I want to do an all fire build, you know, maybe we jump in and we do like Dragon's Breath and now we fire fireballs instead of flames. That's kind of interesting. And then what do we have here? 4% chance to instantly defeat enemies. Attack speed, some armor. This one's not really that great. I think I have an incredibly good legendary set right now with 4% crit. The armor could obviously be higher, but then basic attack, projectile, chance to recover, and then I got vitality as the bonus, and then that legendary is just crazy. Strength, intelligence, this one doesn't have extra weapon power, so these are no's. So let's so like I'm kind of been saving like all my legendaries. I don't have like a ton saved up because I haven't played like a lot, but now I'm gonna be like, now we're in like legendary farm status, you know. So let's go sell our gear. Let's sell all. So we got about 20,000. So I'm gonna come over here. Most of my gear is maxed out. Let's just max this one out. Maxing these out actually isn't necessarily a bad idea, because when you do, you get sort of like this extra bonus. So you can see on this one, like on the forge, at the near bottom of the stats, I get 10% all attack area on this one. So I got like a perfect 10% on this one. This one gives me extra damage to close range. This one gave me chance to recover life. This one gave me lightning resistance. This one gave me extra vitality. So you can get these extra stats on them if you max it out. So that's what we'll do here. Let's level this one up. So this one can get to level 7. We'll probably, I'm gonna at least do to 5 to see like what bonus we're gonna get here. So it doesn't cost a lot. Okay, so this one we're gonna get this one we get 1.4 special attack damage. So not like the greatest, but you know, it is an extra stat on the weapon or the ring. So that's why it's kind of worth it, I think, to do those. I might as well max this out. This one's pretty cheap to max out, because this is a slightly lower level one. Okay, let's go do. Actually, how much gold do I have? Oh, I have a lot of gold. Let's do. What do I want to do here? I don't think. Okay, I'll just level up. We'll do basic attack, cast speed. Then we'll go vitality, strength, and then we'll do a couple dexterities just so we can get that up a little bit more. But I am blessing level 15, as you can see. Okay, let's go do some legendary and gold farming now. So, okay. So we'll do floor 12. So this time, this one will obviously be less about winning. I'm not gonna pick all that stuff, because I'm gonna try to. Wow, a legendary dropped right away. Let's go basic attack. So I mean, obviously we'll still try to win, but I'm gonna prioritize gold and magic find here. So like blessing, gonna bless this, and then I'm gonna pick it. This one I might actually want to take, I might want to actually take, okay, I'm going to do the XP gain too. I might actually take Sanctuary if it does show up. Because I might actually need Sanctuary this run. Okay, we'll do Purge. There's some cool Purge items too. There's I mean, honestly, there's a lot of cool legendary stuff in here. All right, this is, I'm gonna ban damage reduction. I'm gonna ban Light Wave. Okay, we will take the Resurrection. Because the objective here is to stay here as long as we can, too. I want to be able to build up gold and magic find and then get what we need. This one kind of sucks. I don't want to re-roll, though. We could just do piercing. Okay, we'll do the swamp this time. I do like the swamp. It's nice for like a CC effect, and it does okay damage sometimes. I'd be curious to see how we could build it though with like it has like a chance to instantly kill enemies that are below health. I wonder how often it feels like that would trigger, if it would feel like it's worth it. Okay, basic attack. Big purge. I hate that, I mean, I don't know if I hate it, but basic attack being the strongest kind of feels bad. I would like I kind of like want your skills to carry you. I don't know if we'll do curse. Curse is a maybe. Like, I kind of want your skills to like carry you through the game. All right, let's do basic attack. So, I mean, this is like legendary farming for like my other characters too. I keep every legendary. It doesn't matter what the legendary is. I keep it. I don't sell the legendaries. You know, they go straight to the stash, because who knows when I'll be like, oh, that looks like a good item for Heaven's Blessing. Like, I've never done Heaven's Judgment or whatever that spell's called. Let's do an actual... Ooh. Let's do an actual build for that. And I actually guess I prefer... I guess I prefer Magic Find over Gold Find now. We'll do basic. I mean, I still want Gold Find so I can still keep maxing out my stats, but I guess since I can kind of clear the game relatively easily, you know, maybe it's not as necessary. I mean, I guess we'll still go gold. These damn crows. When you play the first level in like the new wave, like once you get to, I think, floor 10, these crows are even more annoying, because again, like if you barely just clear the boss and you're just kind of moving on to the next area, let's try lightning strike, sure. If you're just moving on to the next area and you barely like cleared the level 9 boss and you're going to floor 10, these crows are gonna mess you up. You won't be prepared if you just barely cleared the previous floor. That's kind of how it is. Like, you beat the boss. If you just barely clear the boss floor, the next floor is going to be a huge step up. It's almost like they don't even want you to farm that floor. Okay, we'll do Phoenix. Or not Phoenix. I don't know why I said Phoenix. Reaper. I'm glad we have really good magic find though. Feels like we have been getting... Okay, we'll go purge again. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I mean, I'm not like against the Reaper. I like the Reaper. The Reaper can do a lot of damage. I think it works better with maybe the melee classes, but... Okay, we'll go purge again. Okay, so this is where I kind of like having Sanctuary, but again, I don't know if I'm so overpowered that I just don't need it anymore. Look at this magic find, though. Crazy. I hope something they add in the near future here is when you max these, it would just be cool, like, if you got bonuses for leveling up these abilities enough. So, like, if you come over here, you know, you can see, like, the level up. Like, if at level 10 and at level 20, instead of just getting, like, a normal level up, you got a big bonus, you know, like, at level 10, I mean, I don't know what it would do, but, you know, something that's sort of almost like a legendary stat, like lightning. When lightning strikes, it now hits the nearest target also, or it leaves like electricity on the ground, you know, like a big nice bonus to reward you for investing into that spell. So that way, if you wanted to like focus on one or two spells, you know, you could really get that spell going and it like rewards you for it. Okay, let's do curse. I don't know if that's good or bad, but we'll see. I mean, I think we're doing okay. I definitely don't feel as strong as we did that last run, though, but otherwise, I think we're still fine. Pickup radius. That way I can pick up that gold and XP a little bit better. Alright, I'm gonna re-roll. Okay, there's a big purge. That re-roll actually ended up being worth it. The only problem with if I try to do some legendary builds, I don't know if we'll be able to do this level or not. Because I'm probably going to lose a lot of attack power. I feel like I always kind of have to have this staff on no matter what I do. But I guess I can kind of switch out some of the other items. You know, and I probably only really need like 2 items to make it like a nice build. So I guess it'll probably be fine. I don't have to do like a full legendary set of something to do like a build for it. Wowzers. See, but Magic Find isn't helping me kill bosses here, so every pick I take of that makes me a little bit weaker and weaker. But that's what I want. I would rather have Magic Find than Gold Find. And then hopefully I can work on replacing some of my gear with like Blessing level 10 stuff now. Let's do Swamp of the Dead. Let's I haven't blessed anything, so let's bless attack power. I don't need to bless gold. Let's do the attack power, because that might help me actually win the game. And then that way, if we die, I don't lose. I don't lose a portion of all this loot I'm picking up. That's a good one. Okay, we'll go level 17 Purge. For having some insane, I was gonna say, for having some insane weapon magic find, it feels like a lot of weapons or items weren't dropping, but then all of a sudden a legendary and a bunch of stuff just dropped. And now another one. Wonder if those, like, I wonder if some characters just have higher chances to drop loot than others. Cause yeah, cause now all of a sudden a bunch of stuff is dropping. $18 Purge. I don't know if I've ever had a level 20 Purge. Okay, so this is it. This is the point where you really gotta test your might to see if you're strong enough. I think we are, because I can escape my way out of this. These guys hit pretty hard too. Ooh, another legendary. Let's go lightning strike. You can definitely tell not as strong as the last run, but still relatively strong. I'm still holding these guys off pretty well before they kind of get to me, and I'm not really getting hit too much yet. I even did curse too, huh? Let's just go attack speed. How many resurrects do I had? I just had one, right? I didn't need a resurrect last time. I don't know if I'll need it this time. Okay. You convinced me, Frost Arrow. Frost Arrow might be my least used spell. I don't think I ever used Frost Arrow. Because usually if I'm going to pick a Frost spell, it's usually Ice Orbs or Ice Spikes. Wait, was that a... Oh, no, that wasn't a legendary. Okay, that was a jewel. At least I know I'll be prepared now, too, for when they add new floors. It seems like I should be strong enough to kind of jump into floor 13 whenever they add that. I hope it's not like too far out. They did say a roadmap was coming, but I haven't seen one yet. So yeah, hopefully the new floors are coming soon. Cause I like this game. I wanna keep playing this game. Like, I don't want this game to stop. I enjoy the grind. I know there's some disappointment with it, and it still has mixed reviews on Steam, which again is probably very justified, but you know, I would rate this game favorably. Because I think the pros of this game heavily outweigh the cons. The pros are just so good, but the cons are pretty bad. But the pros just like outweigh it so much. I think. Like, this is definitely one of my favorite like horde survival games to come out like this year. Because if it wasn't, I wouldn't be like I think I have like 25 hours in this game now. I don't put that much time into games that much these days. Like, if it takes too long to grind games, I usually stop. Like, there was, you know, Death Must Die. Like, that game came out. That game's a grind too. That game is a grind. It's so hard to get like items you need to make like cool builds, but if you want to make cool builds in that game, you need to farm stuff, and you need to get like all these unique legendaries that do cool things. So I kind of dropped that game. Like, I like that game, like, don't get me wrong, that game is fine, but the investment just didn't feel worth it to me. Like, the amount of time I had to put grinding into it, like, I didn't want to do it. But then for whatever reason, like, this game I do want to. Like, maybe just because it feels like, I don't know, because the other one you just have to, like, you're on your feet all the time. Like, this one, it's more about, do you have the gear? Do you have good enough gear to kill these guys quick enough? Because if you don't, you're gonna die. It doesn't matter how good you are. Like, and that's where the difficulty comes from. Like, the difficulty comes from being a gear check type game. And I guess that makes the game, like, a little bit more bearable for me, I guess. But yeah, like, Death Must Die, I dropped it. Even though these games are, like, relatively similar, like, in a way. You know, like, you run around, kill stuff, find loot, power your characters up. But I hope this game does take some things from like Diablo and Death Must Die. Like, I would really love to see skill trees or talent trees. I think they definitely need to do something to make the characters feel a little bit more unique. Okay, let's do movement speed. Let's go attack power. Ooh. That was a close one. See Purge over there doing its work. That's why I like Purge. I know I can turn auto aim off for this fight too, but I don't think I really need to, so... Oh no! Okay, that wasn't a death, huh? Let's go. I mean, I don't know. Was that a death? I don't even know. I heard the noise, like the ding, but it's hard to tell. Okay, so what do we do here? Purge dominated this run, level 20, 5,000 DPS. What else of note here? Reaper did 2,800, but that was pretty high level. Daggers again did pretty good DPS, being relatively low. Same for lightning. Lightning did pretty good. And then the swamp hands, not bad. Okay, we got 4 legendaries again. That actually wasn't as much loot as I thought we would get, being a 23-minute run here. I've had runs where, because that was a lot of magic find. I've had runs where I filled up this row and then you have to scroll down to the bottom. And I think that was probably some of the highest magic find I had. That was like, we got that up to like level 9 or something. Okay, let's see what we got here. Boots. This is a definite no. But again, like Heaven's Judgment, you know, we could do a light build and I can maybe throw these on. Because I don't think I've actually seen that one. Light shard damage. I think I have another legendary. I'm not gonna look for it because I have too many, but I think I have another one in here for Heaven's Judgment that like maybe makes it do like additional shards. I don't know what it's on though. It could be on like any of these. Purge 200% damage to elites. Oh man. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Okay, so the boots. A lot of these yellows probably aren't gonna like replace anything I have. Ooh, that's a nice XP gain item though. But I'm assuming the majority of these are probably big no's. Okay, this one is dexterity strength. That's a big no. But again, you know, I save all these. 15% evasion chance, life restored. This one is movement speed for 4 seconds after a lightning critical hit. Oh, that could be kind of cool. This is another big no, though. This item's not going to be... Doesn't have the stats that I'm looking for here. And then what else do we get? We got one more. This one has 2 perfects, but the perfects really aren't that good. Although, to be fair, this item itself isn't necessarily that great either. This one does have attack speed, critical hit chance, has more strength. The other one has some vitality and dexterity. That one's a think about. This one also has a socket on it though. So I do get the minimum damage and magic find. So that's a big maybe. This one's probably a big no too. Okay, let's go just put our legendaries in here. So these are... Okay, that's a blessing level 10. What was the other one? This one's a blessing level 10 also. Okay. So let's put those in there. And then we're going to sell everything. We'll do a couple level ups and then we'll call it a day. So 23,000. I think I have everything maxed out here. Actually, this one I don't think is maxed out. I think this one I can get to... Let's get that to 6. So everything else... Is this... No, this ring might not be maxed out either. Okay, we can do a couple more here. Let's do this one. Just max out that too. And then that's as far as that goes. At least for now. Okay, and then let's do some of the cheaper stuff here. Not... Yeah, okay, we could do, like, physical. Like, let's do a little bit of everything here. Just so we can get, you know, like, the extra bonuses. And then just in case I try to do... You know, just in case I try to do something else here. Like, we'll at least have some level ups on these things. And this will be like a nice cheap way to like get my blessing level up. Purge, we already put it. Okay. This will give us like a little bit of bonus damage too for when I pick these. Okay, what's the cheapest thing now? 518. Let's actually go dexterity. Oh, then we can do attack area. Because all of these do like provide relatively useful bonuses, you know, like basic and special attack damage, and then just damage based on what ability you're using. So even if it does get to the point to where, you know, like say for instance, like I obviously put a lot of points into Purge, but at some point, you know, it might be worth it to put like a few levels into Spear of Light over here. That way you can at least get like some cheap damage bonus here. You know, you can get that up to like 5%, you know, like I've leveled these up a little bit, but now I get this, now I get the extra 5% light damage. So it's worth investing in the cheaper spells too. 13%. Okay, I forgot. I didn't even look at that one. Okay, let's go throw this in our inventory. Okay, well, there we go. I mean, that's going to be it. Just pure domination at this point. Like I said, I think I'll go through and I'll try to look at some of my gear and see if we can do some like special type of builds, you know, like a light build, dark build, whatever. But at this point, it seems like I can probably clear this with almost no matter what sort of build I do, as long as I'm not like switching out too much of my gear, because my gear is obviously what carries me through the game. But yeah, I think I can sub in a few things. We could try to do some fire builds, like specifically focusing on like 1 or 2 different spells and see what happens with those. So we'll do that going forward. I don't know if I want to grind another class or not. That's a big maybe. I might do that. Like I do have this game on my Steam Deck, and that's where I've been doing like all my grinding, you know, play a game or couple before bed, wake up, play a game before I get out of bed and get ready for the day. So maybe, big maybes, but I don't know. We'll see. All right, everybody, that's going to be it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy these videos, please like, subscribe, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.